behavior. We live in a reality where dominated by terms like the Internet of Things, the IoT, or the MTM, the machine to machine. The Internet of Things is a concept that describes the how everyday life networked and connected through the internet. Smart devices are connecting, our smart devices are connecting to each other and changing our life. Um, and we cannot even imagine now life without networks, internet, electronic gadgets, and things like that. And this is home appliances, vehicles, shops, offices, everywhere. Together with that and complementing that is the MTM, the machine-to-machine technology that enable wireless communication between the devices, turning data into a meaningful information that can be analyzed and acted upon. The basic idea behind big data is that everything we do is increasingly leaving a digital trace or footprint, which we as a marketer can use and analyze, operate, manipulate. The big data, therefore, is refers to our ability to make use of ever increasing volume of data. We need to take in consideration things like volume, variety, versatility, cloud storage, compatibility, global information flow, a lot of things. The lecture of today in real life could be easily made into 3 different modules, if not 4 different modules for the whole semester. So I want to give you a warning label before I begin. I'm not going deep into all the subject. I'm more showing you the menu, so teaching you the learning, the language of data, trying to inspire you to search more, to learn more, but at least you will learn the map, the environment in a better way. Internet of Things, we see that one of the main things that is not only limited to our spaces like work or home. Now with the wearable technologies that increasing dramatically. In 2011, we could see 14 million devices sold. 2016, we are talking about 171 million. And 2021, we're talking about 62 million. And by 24, we're expecting it to be 72 million. And this is fitness trackers, smartwatch, ACG monitors, blood pressure monitors, just name it. It's everywhere. And together with it, it changed the whole way we do things. Medicine will change to telemedicine. The fitness we've seen, especially in the COVID time, we could see how this technology enabled us to do activities in different ways. The whole business environment is changing dramatically with the portable the devices coming into the picture. And it's important that we understand that machine to machine thing is not just a technology thing, because internet was always a question of machine speaking to machine. This is internet, yes, one computer link to another computer, and this network is the internet. So there's nothing new about it. What is new about it now that we combine cross data from different gadgets and creating one experience. So if we take just a single day, the alarm clock, when the alarm clock is waking you up in the morning, he giving you, I don't know, 5 minutes. Is signal, the alarm clock will signal your car to start in 5 minutes before you're going to leave the house to melt the ice in the windscreen. You will go to sorry. You will go to a meeting. You inform the people that you're on your way to the meeting. Your car will already know the level of the petrol and will tell you, take you to the train station or the petrol station. The sat nav inform you about the accident on the way and offer you a new route and calculate the time and informing everyone. Then you get information about your train. I can go on forever. We've seen how many words, different words, train, accident, home, how many words are linked together, and you even don't think about it. You think it's absolutely natural for you to cross through all these words in one seamless experience. And this similar experience is a result of machine-to-machine network, Internet of Things, that created things, what we call the omni experience, which integrates all these words into one coherent, one seamless experience. The city itself, where we become the city and the motorway become smart cities or smart motorway, where information is all. So we live in our own cocoon of data, but this cocoon of data is moving into a big space of data. The city itself links. So we stand in a bus stop where we get information how far is the next bus coming. We walk on the street, so the CCTV taking picture of us walking in the street. The different departments of the local council have monitors of data about garbage, about violence, about whatever. All this data, so it's data within data within data within data. We're talking about onion of data moving around. And this is a completely new environment. And the question is how this affects marketing.
画面动呢？我好像在一个房间里面，照片会动，什么情况？我这是在哪
Where did you come from?
这哥们儿吓我一跳。
Now that you're here, welcome to the Big Apple. You should really enjoy yourself.
哎，这不是时代广场吗？我来过的。我居然从杭州飞到了纽约。
Time to go.
Macy's， 梅西，美国最大的百货商场。
Hi, and welcome to Macy's, the largest department store. Mm-hmm.
这个包蛮有趣的，材质也不错。 买一个送我女朋友吧，国内都没见过。搞定。
要不要去日本看看？
好啊。
A video, and then we will continue. I hope you enjoyed the video. You've got here a link on this slide. You can use it from the Blackboard, where you can have the full report for your reading. But yeah, the first thing I want you to do to understand is the implication of virtual reality. Virtual reality. First of all, what is virtual reality? Virtual reality is where sights and sounds are cut off from reality, from the real world, and replaced by virtual, computer-generated environment, exactly as we've seen in the film. You can be in Japan or Korea or wherever you are, or any other England or wherever you are, and practically visit Macy's in New York, yes? With no problem at all. The environment could be in any place. You could be transported to a tennis court, facing your digital opponent. You could be in a fantasy world, compete with dragons and elves. Virtual reality envelop us in 360 degrees, 3 dimensions, so we feel like we are completely and fully immersed into this universe. We can see with Macy's, this is not just fun. This is actually shopping environment. This is a new shopping environment, and in the future, it's going to be even more shopping environment than this one. And you can manipulate object, and you can use the object, and you can do everything that will make it fully shopping experience. But virtual reality is not the only thing. Again, as I said, I'm not even making justice to virtual reality, because we could make a full module or 2 modules just on virtual reality, but I want you just to know the term. And another thing that marketing can use is location-based marketing, which I think is one of the most important advancement in marketing recently. This allows us to target consumer at a personal level, online and offline messaging that based simply on our location, our physical location. We're using the GPS, the location data, and we reach the consumer based on the proximity to a store, event that's happening in that region, in that area. It's very effective because it's help us to send messages in the context when things are happening. So it's happening to the purchase, to the discovery, to the engagement, to the retention. And if we use it properly, it allows us to develop very good relationship with our chosen customers and improve their experience. Think about your presentation on the train. Could you use it? Think about it. It may alert prospects that the product is coming. It may help them to tell them where to go and things like that. So location-based marketing is not just location-based marketing is not just one thing. It's made of different types of location, and I will go very, very quick through the different type of location. But the common ground of all of them is the devices, devices like phones, car, watches, all the portable gadgets that are mentioned in the early stage of the lecture. All these portable devices sending messages to the big data where you are, and based on this location, there is then the insight are created, and then we think we think about ways to reach the customer and improve their experience. How we do it? We have geotargeting. Geotargeting is to determine the location of the user, and then we create personal messages that will go straight. They will might go to get in the app or get messages to the apps while you play. Or any kind of a push notification based on that. Is based on our IP address. Every connected device that we use have an IP address, which make them identifiable. And from there, based on this address, we match the location with all the parameters of the location. The location, the benefits are quite obvious, yes? Because we can personalize the messages. Based on your location, I can give you information about the weather, local news, tell you where the local nearby cafe, and all these things is obvious example. Geofencing is something that maybe we are less familiar with. Geofencing is the creation of a boundary. You can see it in a picture. We mark on a map a place, an area that we want to cover. And once the customer go in by car or walk or bicycle or anything, we will get the messages based that are relevant only to this area. It enable us to cover a specific area, big enough, but a specific area. And this can be a perfect example for a department store, for example, yes, or a restaurant or anything like that. They can use it easily. Beaconing is another thing. This is where connected devices use Bluetooth or Wi-Fi to connect with predetermined application that are opening within a range of the beacon. So if we want someone in the supermarket, we know that we'll get message to our mobile phone where we in a specific aisle. Yes. Mobile targeting generally is more speaking about the ads, the advertisements we are saying. So we make it a very, very context specific to make sure to help us or to prevent the consumer to wish to just ignore us. Geo-conquesting is more a conflictual one where we actually marking. Remember, I told you you can actually mark an area on a map and make sure that anyone that go in that area will get the messages. So in this case, now we mark the place of the competitor, and when you are going near your competitor, we send them a message while they're in the competitor, come to us or whatever we want to tell them. Yes. Burger King use it very effectively in their fight against McDonald's. While consumer came close to McDonald's, they got a message to download the app of Burger King. And promoted a special price if they will go to Burger King instead of McDonald's. So this is well, we actually use the technology to create conflict with our competitors. There are many reasons why we want to use where we use location-based marketing. It can offer so many benefits. awareness, nature relationship, better advertising, and specifically, customers are more spoiled today, and they want something that is really relevant for now, here and now. So it can increase our immediate foot traffic. Bringing messages as the Burger King example, bringing relevant messages to the time and space, change the way he bring more customers to our shop. He deliver more relevant ads. He drive consumers away from the competition, create a better user experience. These are the very obvious example or benefits of mobile or mobile or location-based marketing. One of the more interesting development in location-based marketing is augmented location, where we actually create to the physical environment we are a virtual reality that complementing the physical environment. If you remember the Pokemon Go of 2 or 3 years ago, I can't remember how many years already it was ago, they abstract the user location using the camera function to the mobile device, place digital creatures within the physical space. So we integrate the physical environment and the virtual environment into one environment. Yelp, for example, playing this test, allowing user to point their camera to a current surrounding and get the information. So you put your telephone, looking at something, and you will get the whole information you need. You go to the museum, and you put it on a picture and you get the information, etc., etc. So what is augmented reality? What is the difference between virtual reality and augmented reality? Remember before that I was explaining about virtual reality, now we're talking about augmented reality. Is it the same or different? The augmented reality uses technology to overlay, augment, or extend sound, graphic, text over the real world. So it's not a virtual, it's not imaginary environment. It is a real environment, but we're adding layers on the real environment: text, graphic, sound. So you're not going to any other dimensions. You bring some different aspects from the other dimension into your real world. When in virtual reality, we still need a headset or any kind of things that will take us to different world. Here, we use our normal gadgets to like phone to run through the different apps that's relevant to the experience. Let's see now I don't have much time, so let's see the example of these two films. The shopping experience and Top Shop catwalk, and then we will continue. So
Tom's, you can get shoes, coffee, eyewear, and now, how about some virtual reality?
Oh, so cool.
One of the things that I'm most excited about with virtual reality is to be able to give our customers the experience they've been asking for since I started the company 9 years ago.
Tom specializes in one-to-one marketing. Buy a product and the company will help a person in need.
The number one request we get is, I bought a pair of Toms. I want to see the children that are benefiting from my purchase. I want to go on a trip with you, Blake. I want to go to Peru. I want to go to Guatemala. I want to go to Cambodia. And I want to experience the joy of giving, because they see in our imagery on our boxes and our catalogs and our website, you know, these wonderful children and communities that we work in, but so many times they've wanted to go themselves, and until virtual reality, you know, really that had been an impossible kind of wish to grant. And so what I'm really excited about is with virtual reality, we can literally take someone from this store or from a Nordstrom or Journeys or one of our retailers and take them in 3.5 minutes to Peru, to the giving partner we work with, to the children that are the beneficiary of our shoes. And when they take the headset off, their whole world is turned upside down.
You really felt like you were there. It was really awesome.
Blake McCoskey thinks this is just the beginning for virtual reality, which has long been touted as the next really big thing in technology.
I think our entertainment experiences are going to be totally different. I think that brands, you know, will follow suit of what we're doing, and they can't do a giving trip, but they can show their athletes and they can show different things, or their runway, you know, models and fashion shows. I mean, I just think this is going to be allow people to immerse themselves into content like nothing ever before.
Tom's is thought to be the first major retailer to install VR into its stores, and McCoskey likes being the pioneer.
It's such a competitive advantage that we have right now. I mean, people have an experience here that is just so visceral and so intense that they're not having with our competitors. The secret's going to get out, especially as the technology cost comes down. But I like having a first mover advantage right now.
Reporting from Venice Beach, I'm Jefferson Graham, USA Today.
I will continue in the interactive lecture. What we need to think is that is how it's changing completely all the way we do business. What I want you to do in the rest of the time of the lecture now, I want you to think about how can we use augmented reality, virtual reality, for the case of our trained user for the case study. This is what I want you to do in the next 10-15 minutes or that left for this session, and bring it back with you to the interactive lecture. Thank you.